Now, Miss Cook, you must be one of Britain's only women road sweepers.
Well, for a start, call me AIM.
AIM.
Everybody else do.
OK, then, are you one of Britain's only road sweepers, women road sweepers?
I'm the only one in the whole of Gloucestershire. After 26 years, 1939 when war broke out, I did the advertisement in the newspaper, and our dad said, well, I said, if he can't do that as good as some of the men, I said, that's a poor job. Well, I thought myself, well, I wouldn't let the old man down, so I had to go. That's 1939 and I'm still going strong.
Now, you obviously believe in keeping up the good old Gloucestershire accent.
I do, and yours one is going to too. They can talk posh as they like. I can talk posh if I want to. I can say good afternoon and how are you, and I can say good afternoon and out to thee.
My father did go to work down on the farm all day and come home at night, and then if 'twas a moonlight night, of course he had an acre of ground planted to wheat. Well, that acre of wheat did keep we in bread, you see, to grow the wheat for bread. And then the other acre was planted to potatoes, strawberries and kidney beans and all things like that, perhaps for my mother to sell. Well, then he had to keep some pigs to have the manure to put on the ground. And at moonlight of a night, I used to have to lead the donkey for he to wheel the bar up the ground, because there's a stable, and put this manure on. Well, then out of that acre of wheat, we growed there. He did put that in a little puck, as we did call it, and then we did go to Leeson and pick up a lot for Leeson, go right up on the Simmersall Downs, 40 acres or 50 acre field, and come back with a good load of wheat, all tied in nice bunches and slicked out. And then with that and the acres father growed, it nearly keep us a year in bread. We did take it down to Nibley Green and have it ground into flour. And father did have the bran for his pigs and the straw to thatch his rick. And he did thresh the wheat out with a frill over his head. And of course, of a frosty night, in them days, they used to get the pickaxe and grub the frosty ground up on end. Well, then when it comes some nice weather, a thaw, that'd work beautiful. Then we did help dig and plant the potatoes. Well, and then the boys did go and mine the crows off the wheat. There's none of that today for half a crown. Well, that's all they did get, you see, when they did go to work. And the mothers and fathers, they had to keep them boys on half a crown to eat.
Well, my earliest recollection of school games, Lionel wasn't in this because I don't know whether he was born then or not, but my earliest recollections are down at the infant school, in circles, going round singing, "Old rubbishy bishop, old rubbishy bishop." Now, Miss Bishop was our headmistress down there, and she used to come and join in the circle. It didn't make any difference to her.
She was headmistress while I was at school there, and I can certainly remember all that.
Oh, well, that's all right. Then he's old enough. I didn't know he was quite as old as that.
There was Shepherd Tidmarsh. Now, he was a wonderful man, Shepherd Tidmarsh. I always thought he was a man and a half. What he didn't know about sheep, well, it wasn't worth bothering about. He had his thumbnails a bit on the long side for getting the maggots out of the sheep, you see. He grew them specially for that. He never cut his thumbnails very much, for maggot in the sheep, you see. He'd got about 3 teeth at the front, which he used to use for castrating the lambs, and they came in very handy. He did the castration with his teeth, you see. And then another spare time job of his was doctoring cats. He used to put a pair of steel spectacles on the end of his nose, and he looked real professional when he was doing that.
All right, you wants me to sing. But I'll sing that old song as Tommy Smith used to, called The Village Pump. There's a pretty little village far away, where they grow potatoes, corn and hay. There's a trickling little rill which drives a little mill, and the mill keeps a working all the day. There's a lot of little houses in a lump, and a pub called the Magpie on the stump. Now if you walk that way, listen to what I say, for the pride of all the village is the pump. It's the pump, the village pump. It's the pump, 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 pump. It's the pump, the village pump. And the pride of all the village is the pump, pump, pump.
Morning. Let me have 2 gallons, please.
2, sir.
Yes, please. Mrs. Crewe, Mrs. Mary Crewe, how old are you?
I shall be 81 the 20th of December.
Well, that's a fairly advanced age to be doing the petrol pumps, isn't it?
Well, as long as you are able to do it, it's quite nice work. You meet a lot of nice people. They have a chat to you, and that do pass the time away.
Now, in the old days, the way you got petrol was different from today.
Oh, yes, I started in cans. My husband didn't want me to start, but I said, yes, I am. And I started, and then we went from cans to a barrel.
Now, how much was petrol in those days?
Well, as far as I can remember, it was about 1 and 5.8, I think.
That was the best.
The gallon. That would have been about 2 and 10, I think it was, for 2 gallons, as far as I can remember mine. And of course, then after we put it in cans, we thought, well, we'll have 2 pumps. This one here is a modern pump.
Yeah.
It can be turned into electric if it's wanted, but the other one isn't.
The first lot of pumps I bought was pumps. These, what I call artificial pumps.
Well, these more modern ones, you mean?
Yeah, but the first lot as I bought was Fry's pump, and you had the handle in it was quite easy. They had a semi-roachy, and they had a big glass container at the top. You would pump your petrol 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 and it would overflow back to the tank. More straightforward than what it is today. It's like everything else. It's Mad Jack today, you know.
The sun went down behind yon hills across yon dreary moors, when weary and lame a boy then came up to the farmer's door. Now can you tell me of any there be that to me will find employ for to plough and to sow, reap and mow, and be a farmer's boy, and to be a farmer's boy? That's a man of 70 years of age singing that. He used to go down to Swansea and sing there, sing all the carols, and the mummers used to come in and have a mummers, you know, in the pub, and have a sing-song all the way around, you know, make us off at home. Oh, we had very good times indeed. You get enough beer into it, and the woman would say, oh, try a drop of my wine, and then you would add some blackcurrant wine and gooseberry wine and something. I was damned if you wasn't a gentleman. Oh, knock you straight out. Used to call it Stunham. You know.